Drugs are menacing our society. They're threatening our values and undercutting our institutions. They're killing our children. From the beginning of our administration, we've taken strong steps to do something about this horror. Tonight, I can report to you that we've made much progress.
With Reagan, what happens is not so much that, especially early on in his presidency, that he is creating policies that accelerate the incarceration of substance users and drug sellers in opposition to the rates of crime, but that it is way out of proportion. In fact, that the rates of crime do start to drop, and so the approach from the Reagan perspective was one of law and order instead of social services.
And the cold statistics do demonstrate the failure of our criminal justice system.
So part of Reagan's appeal was marketing himself as a law and order candidate.
The very reason for being here this afternoon is not to announce another short-term government offensive, but to call instead for a national crusade against drugs.
Utilizing her grandmotherly charm, Nancy Reagan led the Just Say No campaign, which asked children to reject drugs.
As a parent, I'm especially concerned about what drugs are doing to young mothers and their newborn children.
I know it seems like such a simple message, just say no, but it's an important one. All over the country, young people are learning to say no to drugs.
Nancy's seemingly innocuous message was also couched in fear and reinforced her husband's message that drug crime was a result of personal rather than structural failure.
See this cute little vial here? It's crack, rock cocaine, the most addictive form.
The thrill can kill. The drug dealers need to know that we want them out of our schools, neighborhoods, and our lives.
I remember a big media event was the first ride of the Batarang, and Nancy Reagan rode shotgun.
You wish that somehow somebody could have gotten a hold of them sooner.
So you had Nancy Reagan sitting next to Daryl Gates conducting what was in essence urban warfare.
Walking into some Los Angeles neighborhoods these days is like walking into a police state.
The white fear of drugs cultivated by the Reagans justified the hyper-militarization of the police, which wreaked havoc across the country, especially in the city of Los Angeles.
Police last night began using a tank.
They had these tanks, and tanks were like, see a suspected crack house, and they would just ram down the house.
This is just one of several cocaine raids which occur in the Los Angeles area every day. Long Beach police say this woman is a long-time dealer, and this is not the first time they made a trip to this house.
Police Chief Daryl Gates called it Operation Hammer.
My message to all rock dealers is get out of business and get out of town.
What you guys?
Mistaken identities in some cases, so you never knew when they was gonna roll the Batarang up in your mama's house.
It's horrible. Those kids was in there. They could have been killed.
The police, they victimize the victims, so nobody trusted the police.
I think currently a lot of the reason we still have these problems is because of how politically useful it has been for many people to tack on a platform of law and order.
Let us rededicate ourselves today to making this law become the life of our country.
When we fight drugs, we fight the war on terror.
They need to be treated as criminals.
Maybe for people who are upset with stop, question, or frisk, they should at least allow it for communities where there is a tremendous amount of crime.
I am the law and order candidate.
And so, goodbye, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.